You never mentioned it, but I know that Rick told you I was bipolar.
Rick is a very troubled man.
Right.
It's true. Sonny. When I met Rick in the park to try to get him to drop the first round of reckless drive, God. He mentioned that you were bipolar, and I suggested I could make it public.
Would you have gone through with that? That's all I'm asking.
Sonny. I was lying my head off. I was trying to tell him what I thought he wanted to hear. It didn't work, as you know. And I was ashamed that I even suggested the possibility. And you know what, Sonny? If you think that I consider your illness as some sort of defect, you're wrong.
I did. For a long time. And in some ways I still do. I mean, you know, when we were younger, I mean, you'd always tell me that I was moody, right?
Yes. Well, I thought you were trying to act mysterious.
That's how I dealt with things. I don't know if you know this, but sometimes I would get so angry that I did not know what I was doing. I would smash something, or I'd beat the hell out of some guy. But I'd always tell myself, hey, you know what? People get angry all the time. People lose their temper, and then a friend of mine died, and I went into like this gray zone, and I couldn't feel anything. I didn't care. But that passed, right? Then my first wife was killed, and I completely lost it, and I didn't know it at the time, but I was having a breakdown.
Tell me that you got help.
Well, Jason would, you know, he'd keep people away from me and pick up the glass that I would break, and then but, you know, I mean, I just felt like there was something wrong with me, like I was weak.
You must have felt alone.
A lot of times I wanted to kill myself, you know. But then, you know, someone told me that I was sick, that I was mentally ill. I did not want to hear it because I didn't want to be defective.
It's a chemical imbalance, Sonny. It's not your fault, just like having brown eyes or dimples.
Oh, you've done your research.
We did a piece on it in the magazine a few years ago, and one of my best friends back in the city is diagnosed with bipolar. She said it was relief to find out that there was a cause and a treatment for the way that she felt and the things she did.
Well, the medicine keeps me balanced, keeps me from having a breakdown or, you know, going too high or too low into the darkness. But it hasn't changed who I am. If I want something, I go after it. And that can drive you crazy in a different way. You know, when I went to see Zakara, I thought I was meeting an enemy. Somebody I could reason with, negotiate with, somebody who understood the threat of violence and use it to his advantage. Like I do. But he is totally insane. 1 minute, he's screaming threats. The next minute, he's talking about roses. And I gotta tell you something. You gotta listen to this. He takes out a gun, right? And he forces me to play Russian roulette. And In that second, I had two thoughts. One, I don't want to die. Okay? And you know how stupid it was that I miscalculated, walked in on a madman. And the second was watching him, thinking that could be me in 20 years.
No, Sonny, never.
You know, hey, you know, when you have too much power, it distorts things. You know, you don't live like other people live. You're a puppet master, and you're pulling all the strings, making all the decisions. Nobody should be in that position.
Look, I don't know Anthony Zaccar, nor do I want to, but I'm sure that you were nothing like him.
That's sweet. But I gotta tell you, I see this man. He's in his house, and he's a prisoner, destroyed by his own viciousness and greed. And I just felt like that, you know, that could easily be me. If I lost one person too many, if I stop pretending there are lines I won't cross.
I'm not going to justify your business. It's not right or defendable on any level. But I knew you, Sonny, before you got into that business. I knew you when you were the moody boy with the beautiful smile. And I know you have a conscience. I know that there are lines that you won't cross.